Uh-oh. Oh. Did I close that? Huh. I didn't close that. Stream Deck. Oh, I did. I disabled Stream Deck from starting with Windows. Whoops. Please start with Windows. How's we doing? Same as usual, I guess. Maybe slight more increase in anxiety, because I don't have a job still. Just goes up a little each day. I guess you weren't here. Stream VV, the hard drive decided it was fine. So I spent 10 plus hours trying to salvage shit, getting thousands of files that were, some were fine, some were corrupt, I didn't know. And then one day it was like, I'm okay. And so I was able to just literally get everything off of it because it was fine. I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm a normal hard drive now. Sorry about that. LOL JK. So I just managed to rip everything without having, without that weird recovery program. So just literally drag and drop folders from another hard drive to another, and it just was like, yeah, alright. Everything worked fine, so I was able to do that. I was gonna format this and see if maybe that's what the issue was. I don't think I'll ever trust it again, though, even if it did work. What y'all been playing? Whoa, Dino. Hey, Dino. No wonder he's here. He was playing Dark Souls 2. It's like, I'm playing shit, may as well go open some shit. Oh wow, my battery's dying really good, didn't you? You're playing an RTS called Wario. What? Wario? How is Valheim? Is it like a fully fledged complete package now? Or does it feel still like a game that's like, yeah, this is still an early access game? Shaved, I thought you've already played Persona 2, or is it just like you're reliving it and you're still like, whoa. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 14. Bro, you need to final your fantasy there. That's a lot of Final Fantasies to be playing at once. I'm always playing a million games at the same time, but like I don't think I've ever done like that, like play multiple. Then again, Final Fantasy games aren't like connected or anything, so I guess why not? Always forget to turn that up.
You're my Final Fantasy smiley face.
That was a good one. That was actually a good one. The Jammy Jims, thanks for the resub, man. Thanks for using your Prime. You don't need to finish your playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. You really don't. Is Hybrid Heaven the fighting game? The Final Fantasy fighting game? An RPG that is a turn-based race. What the frick? It's Final Fantasy, right? Or am I just completely off with that? What's that Final Fantasy fighting game called then? Dissonant? Dissidia. Dissidia sounds like a freaking disease or something. If you or your family suffers from Dissidia, call 1-800 Final Fantasy. I don't know if 8 is really that bad. A lot of people... 8 really has a love it or hate it. People that love it, love it. People that hate it, hate it. I freaking... There was a point in that game, it hits, where I literally was like, I'm done. This is too fucking stupid for me. I can't. Like, this is too stupid. There's a point in 8 where it's just like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I just was done with it, like that game forever. Not to mention the characters suck. The characters suck! 8 is bad! 8 is bad. I don't give a F. 8 is a bad game. And it has really dumbass music. There's some good tracks, don't get me wrong, but there's some really bad ones. Also, speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm getting kind of upset with Final Fantasy 16. I don't know, they went way too hard on trying to reach a broader audience, and they just made the game baby mode. Just the babiest of baby modes, dude. I mean, first of all, it gives you these rings that, of course, I don't put them on. In fact, I should sell them. Literally just like cheat items. Literally, at the start of the game, here's cheat items. This ring will, your character will auto-dodge every attack. So you literally will never take damage. This ring, I don't remember what they all did. I don't care. Like, there's 3 rings that just automatically, literally, if you have them all on, you can literally just like sit the controller down and the game will literally play itself. But anyway, that's fine. That's optional. Whatever. Sure. That's optional. But the default difficulty is so piss boring. Like, 90% of the enemies don't even fucking attack you, dude. Battle starts. There's just all enemies, and they're just like... Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And they don't fucking attack you. It's just like, here I am, attack me. Here I am. And you're like... What am I doing here? What are we doing here? These they don't attack. 90% of the enemies, I don't even know if they're programmed to have attack animations. Like, seriously, they just don't even fucking do anything. They're just there for you to attack. And there's no difficulty options. You can't select a harder mode. Didn't Final Fantasy VII have a hard mode? Maybe you had to beat the game first. All I know is Final Fantasy VII, it was pretty easy, but it was at least the enemies attacked you in that one. Oh my god. They put in so much effort, dude. The combat system in that game is so, like, Devil May Cry in depth, with just all these movesets and cancels and combos that you can do, just freaking, like, so much expansive combat system. And it's like, you don't need literally any of it. None of that matters in the game. You can pull off fancy combos, sure, on literal dummies that don't even fucking attack you. Just meat shields, meat bodies, just attack. Cool, I can combo this meat body for like a few seconds and then it's dead. What about the dodge mechanic? Yeah, you'll use that on bosses, but that's it. Regular enemies on the field, now they'll just fucking stand there and let you attack them. It's really frustrating me. And that there's no freaking choice. It's just like, that's just the difficulty option. Wait for the difficult. I mean, dead serious. This is always the case, man. If you don't buy a game at launch and buy it later, 100,000%, not even debatable, not even maybe, you will 1 billion trillion % get a better experience out of that game than a person that bought the game at launch. It's always the case. It's so ass backwards, dude. The people that buy the game at launch, they're the people that the company should be trying to appease, right? They're the people right there. Those are the people that make the money. Let's appease these people. Let's give them what they want and just be like, here you go. Okay, man, here you go. Oh, please give us money. And it's like, but those aren't even the people that they get the worst experience. You're paying money for shittier shit. Later down the line, people buy the game at a discount or used, which doesn't even give money to the developers. They don't even get the money from used games. And they get a much better experience. The game's patched, it's polished, it's got like new additions to make the game, the quality of life, all these new improvements. And it's like, boy, I played this game at launch and it was shit. And then another person plays the game like 6 months later. Dude, the game was amazing. I heard that they fixed this, added this, blah, 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 blah. Girl has big titties now, and you're just like, oh, the fuck was I playing then? I'll never get over that, dude. I'll always rage about that shit, dude. And then it's like, so don't play the game at launch. Why did I do it? Why do I always do it? Freaking FOMO. Also, Final Fantasy VII on PC has amazing difficulty mods that make the combat so meaningful, dude. The combat matters in Final Fantasy VII Remake with these difficulty mods. Literally, I think I have a few modifiers, but the one that made the biggest difference was like, I think enemies do 2 times more damage. That's literally all I slapped in there for a while, and it was like the most game-changing freaking thing. It's like enemies do 2 times more damage, and it's like, oh wow, I gotta actually avoid attacks. I gotta manage my health. I gotta use healing items. I gotta like make sure we're all good health-wise. And it was amazing. It made the combat so damn good, dude. And of course I heard they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna add in a mod, or we're gonna add in a patch that you can turn off motion blur. And it's like, but I want that now. The motion blur is so bad, my eyes are bleeding, dude. And you're gonna add that later, though. Again, people that buy it later get the better experience. Truly, this game has one of the worst motion blur cameras I've ever seen. I'm not even one of those freaking snobs that are like, ew, motion blur off, ew. I'm not even that person. Most of the time I leave motion blur on if it has per object motion blur, because I like that. It looks great. This game's camera motion blur is literally like every time you like are moving the analog stick to move the camera, it's like freaking Vaseline going across your eyeballs. It is disgusting. It physically hurts my eyeballs. So bad that they're literally going to add a patch so you can remove it. That's how bad it is. Most of it, I mean, and then and it's 30 FPS lock, dude. 30 FPS literally hurts my eyes. If it doesn't have proper, good, smooth camera motion at 30 FPS, I don't know what it is with my eyes. Maybe I don't blink enough or something, but I get bloodshot eyes, and it literally, like, hurts my eyes. I don't know what the hell's wrong, but 30 FPS will, like, cause me to get, like, bloodshot eyes. I remember playing, God, forever ago. What was it? Dynasty Warriors, I think? Those are the most bloodshot eyes I'd ever had in my life playing Dynasty Warriors. I think Dynasty Warriors is 60, though. I guess I just was really into the game. You know, truly, man, I don't know what, a lot of people suffer from it, and I guess I really do. The feeling of missing out, the FOMO. I have that so bad. Like when a game comes out and everybody's buzzing about it and talking about it and enjoying it, I'm like, I need to play it. I don't know why. I gotta play it though right now. And it's like I could literally just wait, but I just get this weird freaking FOMO that I'm just like, I gotta play it now. Everybody else is liking it. I need to do it. I hate that. You think Bloodborne is locked at 30 FPS? Woo-wee! No, it ain't. That game dips below the 30s. I wish it was locked. Bloodborne is a frickin' eye bleeder, but it makes up for it for being an amazing game. You know what sucks, though? People literally have modded Bloodborne to run at 60 on literal PS4s. The game, you can mod your PS4 and play that game at full 60 FPS. Just fine on PS4 Pros. And it's like, just random Joe Schmo dude that can do that. So just release a little update for it on PS5 and let people play that game at 60 FPS. So stupid. It's literally one line of code. Are you sure? Because I thought that the game was locked to the physics were or the frame rate was locked to the speed. So you had to do a little tinkering, because if you ran it at 60, the game would run fast forward because it was tied to the frame rate. I thought that was like the initial hurdle, that someone got over that hurdle that was able to like lock it out of being tied to frame rate. Lance McDonald. Everybody knows this dude, huh? Who's Lance McDonald? One line of frickin' code. So they could literally, like, just flip a little switch to have an update for the game, and that's it. I mean, the frickin' Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, that game leaked, like, what, 2 weeks before the game came out? Frickin' people had beaten the damn game on an emulator before the game came out. It was a fully playable game. I remember for kicks, I just checked to see what the game was like on my PC, and it ran at like 60 FPS, and I was like, what the hell? But at the time, the cutscenes ran at 60 FPS, so it was fast forward, and the audio would desync. Like the animation's big, blah, 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 fast forward, and the audio was normal, so it was completely desynced. So I was like, uh-oh. But then like a week later, they fixed it. And the game, you could run the freaking game at 60, the cutscenes would run at 30, so that the audio didn't desync, and it was perfect. The game... Just like regular fellas can do all this shit that the devs don't do. Well, then again, you can't run that game at... You're not going to run that game at 60 on a freaking Switch, so I guess that's a thing, obviously. He's the dude that made those cool Out of Bound vids for VPT. That's She Says. What are you talking about? Nah, She Says actually just... I know what you mean. She Says does the videos, but he uses... Or other people show him the footage. But I've nearly beaten Tears of the Kingdom on... At 60, good old 60 FPS, man. Looks way better, have mods in it. Have a nude Zelda. No, just kidding. There isn't a nude Zelda yet. I've been checking the mods every day. Where's my nude Zelda? One of the funniest things, somebody, Lord Razor in chat, weeks ago, months ago maybe, was like, maybe they'll have a Twilight Princess mod, and I'm like, how would they pull that off? Like, they're not gonna do that unless they make Link literally like anthropomorphic, like a furry-ish Link wolf. Like, they're not gonna do that. And then like weeks later, Wolf Link mod. Oh look, it's an anthropomorphic, however you say that, I can never pronounce that word. Look, an anthropomorphic Link. He's a wolf furry thing. Anybody play that game? Tears of the Kingdom? Two-handed weapons are literally trash. First person mode? Oh my god, I've been waiting so long! This mod changes the camera to first person mode without changing gameplay. Can I switch between first and third? That's the biggest. No, you can't switch. Damn it. I want to be able to switch between third and first person. Yo, that looks so good though. Huh. No, it's not it's not an actual wolf. Like I said, it's oh my fucking god. It's a human that looks like a wolf. God, it's a furry. Damn it. I'm gonna anthropology. What? Anthropomorphic. Well, I have been saying it right. Having human characteristics. Anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic. Gotta get that right when I go to FurryCon, damn it. Oh shit! Link, or whatever, the female Link, what do they call it? Linkle. Nice video, bro. Someone's replaced Link's model. Oh shit, she has boobs? Oh my god. A girl has boobs. Wolfman's got nards. What's that from, chat? Not a single person will know what that's from. Wolfman's got nards. God, that movie's freaking weird. I should rewatch that. It's been like 20 plus years. Teen Wolf. No. It's what is the movie called? It isn't called Monster Party, is it? That is definitely not it. Wow, what is that movie called? It's an 80s movie. There's Dracula, Frankenstein, the werewolf. Oh my god, I don't remember what that movie's called. But it is like literally the most 80s movie ever because it's like it's for kids, but it's not for kids. It's so bizarre. It's like rated G. And then freaking Dracula literally grabs a little girl, like a 3-year-old, and he's like, "You bitch!" And he's like shaking her, and it's like, for kids. Monster Squad, there it is. It's Monster Squad. "You bitch!" And then she's like screaming. Delete that. What are you linking? Porn? Pin this message. I don't know how to delete it. You delete it. I literally don't know how to delete it. Whatever. Just don't click the link. How about that? No, it's not a parody movie. It's just an 80s monster movie. Where all like classic monsters come to life, or I don't even remember the exact details. It's like a Goonies movie centered around the kids, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta take out Dracula and the werewolf and Frankenstein, blah blah blah." The werewolf gets blown up? No, something gets blown up. It's not the werewolf, because I remember the werewolf's death. It's very vividly. And this is literally coming from like a 8-year-old memory. I remember they shoot him with a silver bullet. He turns into a human. He's like, "Thank you," and he dies. I swear that's how he dies. I have to look this up now, because that is like an ancient memory. Monster Squad werewolf death scene. If it's literally what I said, I'll be... That's insane that I remembered that. I think one of the monsters does get blown up. He regenerates. Oh. I'm right. I'll be damned.
Thank you.
I haven't seen that in 30 years, dude. And I remembered that very vividly. Seriously, probably like 30 plus years since I've seen that. I wonder if I can do like the friggin' Dracula scene where it's like, "Yo, bitch!" Monster Squad Dracula. Bitch? Versus cops. What is that scene, I wonder? Oh, there it is!
Give me the amulet, you bitch.
Oh, man. For kids! 80s movies were wild, man, because there was no PG rating. There was no PG rating back then. It was rated G or R. That was it. Then Indiana Jones hit theaters, and it was rated G. And everyone's like, "Wait a minute. What? This dude literally gets his heart ripped out of his chest. How this is what?" So they literally had to invent PG-13 and PG. Maybe it was just PG-13. But Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom literally invented. It was PG-13 was invented because of Temple of Doom. Because it was seriously when he freaking. Parents are bringing their kids to this movie where they rip this dude's heart out, and he's like, ah, screaming. Monster Squad Nards. Let's look at that. Well, let's not look at that, actually. Do they actually show Nards?
Wolfman's got nards. Come on, come on.
Explode? I don't know what to search. Wait, it's the mummy! The mummy's what explodes. Oh my god, dude, this is like... Oh my god, memories are resurfacing. This is insane. Holy crap, man, this is crazy.
See you later, Band-Aid breath.
So I guess he doesn't explode, but he gets unraveled. Ah. Oh, you found the clip. Send to other computer. Look, it's 4x3 stretched into not even 16x9. I don't even know what this is. That freaking stock growl he does throughout the whole movie. VHS capture. Then correct the damn aspect ratio. Oh, this is a long-ass scene. How does he... And then he just regenerates? Oh, this is insane that this was a kid's movie. 80s movies were crazy. Oh, they don't actually... Oh man, cool old animatronics back in the day. Wolfman's got nards. Oh yeah, Gremlins was rated G as well, wasn't it? For kids. The 80s were great for the movies. I was born in 84, so I only became like cognitively aware near the end of the 80s. So I guess I'm mostly a 90s kid. When are you like more cognitively aware? Like 8? 5? I think 8. So like 88. In fact, that is when, because it's when the NES came out, and that's when we got an NES, and it was like my first real memories. It's just like Nintendo. The Mummy from the 90s was scary. What? That was an action comedy flick, wasn't it? Are you talking about... Oh, Connell! There's no way you're talking about that. That was not a scary movie at all. That was... Man, that is such a good damn movie. The Mummy. My... And The Mummy Returns. I love that, too. Despite the bad CGI, I really like that movie, too. thought I was 32. I'm 39 this year, bro. I'm fucked. I guess if you're a kid, The Mummy would be scary. That's the thing about those movies. Again, they were they weren't really for kids, but they were for kids at the same time. When you're a kid, though, anything, you can interpret anything as being scary. It's a thing when you're a kid. It's like the damn brave little toaster, the freaking clown scene used to scare the shit out of me. I mean, who wouldn't be scared from that scene? Of course that scared me, dude. That scared everyone. You can't tell me that the clown scene and Brave Little Toaster didn't scare you as a kid. Like, of course it scared me. I remember, like, hiding behind my dad when I first saw this. It's terrifying for a child, dude. God, this is one of the most unique Disney movies, dude. It is so different. I love this. Is one of my favorite Disney movies. It's so different and unique. Disney about to knock down my door. FBI, open up! Flashbang. Bing. Literally, what child wouldn't be afraid of this? Run. Oh yeah, the AC unit literally kills himself. Brave Little Toaster is so, like, it's dark and weird and just so interesting. Literally suicide freaking in that movie. That's crazy. And it's such a scene. He's like, stalking these fucking walls! He doesn't say that, but he's so, like, he may as well, the way he's yelling. Yeah, but I guess I was mostly... I don't know if I could say I was an 80s kid, because you're not really cognitively aware until you're 8-ish, 9-ish, 10-ish. Like, so I was more of a 90s kid. Honestly, I was just a Nintendo kid. That's when I became, like, my own human being during the NES era. Oh, the old It is pretty creepy. I'm gonna pause my music. Isabu Ladyhawk. I haven't seen that name in a while. The hell have you been? I don't think Stay Puft ever scared me. There's plenty to be scared of from the Ghostbusters, though. Obviously, it's a freaking movie about ghosts. Man, you guys watch that, rewatch Ghostbusters. That is pure classic movie, man. So many classic movies from the 80s are just, like, timeless. The first Doom I played was on the SNES. Got it for my birthday. That was a great birthday. I mean, I asked for it. Doom on the SNES. Now, if you don't know, Doom on the SNES ran at like 13 FPS. So, I played the hell out of Doom. And because of the bad frame rate and the... Like, it's a first-person games weren't really a thing back then. So it was like the first time I experienced, like, the movement. So, not only the bad frame rate, but the, like, movement at first person. I was up... Dude, that was, like, I was up all night puking, and, like, when I slept, I was having nightmares of Doom. Just, like, throwing up, and then Doom nightmares all frickin' night. And that's how Doom became one of my favorite games of all time. Oh... That was like baptism by vomit. Pure metal. Doom to its core. John Carpenter's The Thing. Truly one of the best movies of all time. I'll bet The Thing is probably in my top 5 movies of all time. It is 10 out of 10 out of 10 movie. It is one of the best, if not the best movie. So good. Doom 3 is the perfect VR mod. I mean, not only is it natively VR with the movement and controls and everything, it is the perfect pacing too. It is such a good game in VR. Like Doom 3 was good when it came out, but it's kind of a slow-paced, boring game now in current day. In VR, it is perfect. It's a perfect game for VR. I wouldn't mind playing through it again, honestly, in VR. It's so good. I've actually been considering something VR lately. I'm almost to the point where I think I might take the dive into Fallout 4 VR. But that would take months of frickin' modding. Months and months of modding to get it to how I want it, I'm sure. And I don't know the state of that game and its modding scene. It's not even close to as active as Skyrim's modding scene. I didn't finish Half-Life 2 VR yet, no. Which was fantastic. It's just a nightmare to stream, honestly. I'm near the end, I think. Where am I in Half-Life 2 VR? I'm at the part where I have all the rebels joining me. It's Freeman, I'm coming with you, and like we're just like fighting our way through the city. I don't even know what Requisition VR is. They did do there is an FRIC in Fallout 4 now, right? Skyrim has VRIC, which actually you have your entire body in VR. I think a mod finally came out in Fallout 4 where you actually do that. Does it have Higgs though? Is Higgs in Fallout 4 VR? Because that's a big deal. If I can't interact with objects with my hands, like I don't know if I'd want to jump into that yet. Because that is one of the most important mods for Skyrim VR, is to actually be able to pick items up with your hands and look at them and grab them realistically, geometry-wise. That was truly the most important mod forever for Skyrim VR. So if Fallout 4 doesn't have any sort of Higgs mod, I don't know that I'll be able to play it. Does Fallout VR have something akin to Higgs? 1 year ago. I don't know if this will be. Wait, there's a mod called FRIC. Yeah, but that doesn't... FRIC doesn't include Higgs, does it? Man, that guy is so important to the modding scene. I literally was a patron to him. He made, like, literally all the best VR mods. He made Higgs, Plank, VRIC. He made literally all of the necessity mods that literally every VR owner of Skyrim will install. Just mandatory install. That dude is like a savior to the VR scene for Skyrim. Like you guys don't even know. Skyrim VR is so bare bones, like vanilla default. It is the most bare bones game you will ever play. Like you have no body, you can't interact with any items, you can't pick up items. It's literally just axis and mouse. You point your hand at an item and it's like highlights. Book. Tap A, pick up book. That's how you pick up items. You literally just point at it with your hand. And you have no body. Freaking, I can't even explain to you how insane it is. If you walk up to an NPC, your hand just phases through them. You can't touch them or anything, right? You can't interact with NPCs whatsoever. Fully modded. You can do all of what I just said. You have a body. All of your armor shows up. You get some cool gloves, you can look at them. Cool gloves. You can walk up to an NPC and grab them and shake them, pick them up and throw them, and play with their boobs. You can do anything in VR with these mods. Just literal game-changing mods that are just, you have to get if you're gonna play it. Yeah, Higgs is pretty much the... Higgs is... You can grab items and you can actually do the Half-Life Alyx thing where you point at an item and flick and it'll come to you. I think that's kind of immersive breaking. I guess you could pretend you're like a mage, but I like... don't use that much. I actually like going over to items and picking them up, like picking up a potion and being like... And then with mods, you can like have the potion like look cool and stuff. Oh my god, dude. The modding scene for... I'm so happy, because... Starfield's gonna be the same way. Not VR, obviously, which sucks. Ah! But Starfield will be as moddable as previous Elder Scrolls game, and I can't imagine the modding scene for that game in a few years is gonna be just astronomical, man. It's gonna be like so many mods, dude. It's like, oh, here's a mod to make your ship cockpit look cool or have certain buttons in your cockpit. Oh, here's a mod to make your freaking ship have more parts that you can put on it. Here's some new parts. Here's an entire pack of new ship parts that you can put to your ship to make look cool. It's gonna be... And that's just like one aspect of the game. It's gonna just be modded to hell. Just one little aspect, dude, let alone everything else where it's like, oh, here's a planet that was a dumb moon planet, right, that had nothing on it. Well, here's a mod that just slaps the entirety of, like, Skyrim's world on this planet. So you can fly to this planet and it's just Skyrim's world. Obviously, that's probably not going to be a thing, but something to that level, right? Like, here's a moon that's just barren. I just put in all this shit in it on this planet that you can go to now. If you go there, it's going to be like, oh, here's all the Dark Souls world or something. Like I poured it over blank or something, you know? It's going to be crazy. And then there's going to be mods to alter the random generation. It's going to be insane, dude! Because the game randomly generates when you load up. All the planets will just randomly generate. Everybody's experience of every planet is going to be different because it's all going to be randomly generated with handcrafted shit shoved in everywhere here and there. So there's going to be modders to make planets randomly generate certain ways. It's like more diverse. In fact, guaranteed, one of the mods will be more diverse random generation. And planets will be like... have cool new diverse generated shit. The thing about modding Skyrim in VR is that like it becomes literally a lifestyle. When I get in the mood and I do it, it's like a 4-month endeavor of me just doing that. Just tunnel vision, laser focus, just endless. It'll either be me playing the game for like 10 hours that day or modding it for 10 hours that day. And it's just like, that's my life for like 3 or 4 months. That's how it is with Skyrim, dude. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna do, no, bro, buckle in, cancel all plans, quit work, that's it. That's your life from a few months. And I've actually been kind of getting, again, that craving. And I hope Fallout 4 has been modded enough to be like that. I only played through Fallout 4 once. That's it. So I'm super interested in jumping in again because it'll be almost like new to me. I have such a bad memory. Oh god. It's Fallout 4 VR is like default is truly it's an unplayable shit show. Like Bethesda's like, yeah, just throw the API of VR from the Skyrim, just throw it in there and don't mess at all. It is truly unplayable. It's broken. Weapons don't work. The VR, it runs like shit. It is trash. So modders had so much work to do to fix that. You can't even play. You have to do this weird ass. If you want to play the game with all the DLC, you have to like. You have to like download the DLC, rip them out, and then like place them in folders, and then get a mod to like merge them somehow. It's just like this super ass weird mess to get the DLCs functioning in it. That's why I haven't done it. It just seems like such an insane endeavor because the guns don't work. You have to get mods to make the guns work. Like you actually can aim with mods. You can't default. You can look down the sights and aim. You got to get that mod. And just there's just so much stuff you got to like look into and freaking. It's treated like everyone's fired from the hip. Oh my god, dude. What faction did you join in Fallout 4, bro? I don't know. That game's a blur to me. I have such limited memory of that game because Fallout 4 was, to me, very forgettable. Is it just me? Maybe I played it at a specific time. That was a specific time in my life where that game just wasn't doing it for me. Granted, I played it, beat it, but it wasn't hitting anything for me in terms of like the Fallout experience. And it mostly can be tracked down to the stupid voiced character, right? That is a massive complaint, and rightfully so, because having a voiced damn character limited so much of the dialogue options, because they couldn't record all these variants that the character could say. Like, think about, like, New Vegas, which is like a giant thing of selections you can do. Like, freaking medicine, blah blah blah, strength, blah blah blah, and like all these options. And then Fallout 4, it's like, now we're paying this dude to do all these voices. We can't have him say all this shit, so just limit it. So like every conversation was like, yes, or maybe, which was the same thing. Yes, will you do this for me? Well, sure. You choose maybe. Oh, I guess. It's like that's literally the variant in Fallout 4. It was just like just the shittiest fucking system because of the limited, and thankfully I'm pretty sure that Starfield is going back to its roots, right? I don't think there's voiced characters. It's just giant selections of dialogue that you can choose, which is fine. It's funny, like I've said many times in the past, AI is gonna just change the entire face of gaming when that becomes a thing more frequently. It's like they can do all these dialogue options and have the voice work because it's just going to be an AI voice. It's just going to... Freaking AI is just going to change the face of gaming in like 5 years, dude. You're going to have like true dynamic NPCs that will literally just do their own thing, have their own life, have their own... Just bam. They're their own thing. Not programmed whatsoever by a developer. He's just slapped in with some presets on and base requirements for the game, and bam, just freaking dynamic radiant AI. Todd, literal radiant AI. I've actually seen that there's some mods for Skyrim that use AI, and you can literally talk to them. It's kind of what's the word? It's kind of archaic at the moment, but you can walk up to an NPC in Skyrim with this mod and then type in something like, "Hello, do you like pie?" And then the AI will be like, "Why, yes, I had pie last night at the Prancing Pony," or whatever the hell the freaking bars are, you know. And then they'll just on the fly, the AI will just make up a dynamic story based on the lore and character and his position and his status and his clothes, just everything. He'll just on the fly. Or like, I don't like pie that much. My wife served some last night and it was disgusting. I threw it out and the dog ate it, you know, just like, and that was just all on the fly AI doing that. It's gonna be insane. AI's gonna be insane. But yeah, I saw one of them somebody talk, like doing it to Lydia, your follower. It's pretty crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Skyrim AI Lydia. I'm sure I'm gonna find a video that's just dumb and
So, you're the one who killed the dragon.
and see, it's like you can AI's insane enough right now, right? Literally, they just fed her voice into a thing, and now it just can reproduce her voice. You can just do that. You can put in a 5-minute or like a 1-minute clip of someone talking, and then you can just, the AI will be like, all right, now I can talk like this person. It's like, what the hell is going on, dude? The world's gonna be insane soon. I don't even know what it's gonna be like.
My name is Lydia. Jarl Balgruuf.
This isn't in-game.
Is your personal house card.
I guess this is just an
It is
example.
an honor. I suppose you're a hero then, etc., etc. I have my doubts about whether or not you actually had a significant role in slaying that dragon. It may as well have just been the guard.
How the hell did you watch every Lord of the Rings movie in
Look at the
one
other
day?
people in the Jarl's
Is that even humanly
There's his brother
possible?
Hrongar, who's a good fighter and well-meant, but too much of a horker brain to do anything significant. Then there's
I keep watching those YouTube videos as well. I watched one of there's this hilarious one of Master Chief singing something. I don't remember. It's like oh yeah, it's this one. It's hilarious because this is like I'm sure the AI is even better than this now. This is kind of an early version, so it's kind of janky and it's funny. Like the janky ones are the hilarious ones. Also, music content strike DMCA. Shit. DMCA. Shit. Just start singing.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By no, you should have sown home. Realize what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you, no.
You didn't watch all of it.
Backbeat. The word was on the street that the fire in your heart is. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
And the sad thing is that the AI is getting so good that like it's not even be janky anymore. That's the best part is the jankiness. But it's like it's already past that. Like this shit's not even janky anymore. It's just good. It sucks. I want the awkward phase to last forever. There's a few streams that are just AI. I was watching that Seinfeld one when it was popping off. I think there's a Family Guy one too. There's a Simpsons one now, isn't there? That's just literally steamed hams over and over again, just like AI variants. This is the world we live in, man, and it's only gonna get weirder and like scarier. Scary in that it's just gonna replace so much shit and make so much shit obsolete. It's terrifying, dude. What are we as humans gonna do eventually when we have no options left, when AI's just replaced everything? It's freaking terrifying. You'll live. It's just something fell. You like horror. You're fine. You should be freaking like feeding your dopamines right now. You should be like, yeah, I'm scared. Because you're so freaking obsessed with horror. That's how you'd be if someone was like killing you. You'd be like, yes, no, yes, no. Ah! AI is going to be helping literally every aspect of our lives, chat, is going to change because of AI. It's terrifying. Like, down to the littlest thing, like a freaking customer service call. It won't even be human anymore. It'll just be AI. It's terrifying. Your damn alarm clock's gonna go off and gonna be like, hey, bro, you didn't sleep. You blankety blank, and your heartbeat was this. I suggest you do that. And you're gonna be like, all right, thanks, clock. Did I play Detroit, Austin? No. Is there a Detroit in Austin? Isn't Austin, Texas? Isn't Detroit in, like, Michigan? What? I'm sure you mean Detroit Become Human. I did play it? I don't think I beat it, though. Maybe I did. I remember. Yeah, I didn't beat it. Yeah, those games are... I guess they could be fun streaming games, but they're just like... There's very little game to them. And I'm not a big fan of that type of thing. It's like... Clean the window! Rotate the stick. You're cleaning the window now. And it's like, oh, yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Seems like I played quite a bit of it, didn't I? I like got to like this freaking rebel robot encampment or something where they're like, yeah, we're gonna take over. I don't remember. I played the Outer Worlds. It got too boring for me. The Outer Worlds was painfully average. I played a good chunk, but it just was too average, man. It was like it felt like an indie dev making a New Vegas type game, which was bizarre since it was literally Obsidian making it, wasn't it? Like, it might be a lot better than it was when I played it. I played it on launch, so I'm sure it is better, like, just like all games. In fact, I heard they, like, well, didn't they make, like, an enhanced version of that or something? Wait, they did do an enhanced version, and then people complained that it was broken or something? I don't know. Something like that. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Yeah, I heard the enhanced version got really panned for being, like, broken or something. Because, like, a different company did it. It wasn't even in Obsidian. Yeah, I beat System Shock. That was a good time, man. That was one of those games where I, like, literally got up in the morning and I immediately started the game because I just wanted to play it. I love when games do that, where I just am so into it. It's like, oh, start the game. System Shock was fan-freaking-tastic. just, and I was like craving more after I beat it, so I started Bioshock 2. Got pretty far into it too. I don't know where Slimy Pete's is. I think he said he got a job or something, so I think that's just like the mass majority of my viewers. I think most just got jobs and couldn't stick around. Just like frickin' Leroy. He was a daily visitor, constant viewer until he got a job. Big amount of my viewers, that's how it went. They either frickin' got married or got jobs. Didn't have time for this dumbass, I guess. Or people just got sick of me. Actually, I'm not joking. I think I lost a good amount of viewers, like a fair amount of viewers. I think I lost a fair amount when I started to swear. I wish I hadn't started swearing. I really do. It's like, I don't know if I could go back. It's too easy now. It flows too much. I always swear. I just never did on stream. Now it's just like the freaking dam has been broken. I don't think you can put it up again. I mean, Dwarvican, you vanished when you were in a relationship too. I think everybody does. Stop getting frickin' boyfriend, girlfriends, chat. I'm your only partner in life. Makes me more authentic. I still don't like... Every time I swear, I literally subconsciously, like, I'm aware of it when I'm streaming. It's like, yeah, there's a swear. You didn't have to say that. I honestly am not happy with how much I swear, period. Like, off or on stream. I want to, like, cut back. It's like, calm the hell down. Like, throughout my daily, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, motherfucker, Jesus, oh, goddamn, motherfucker. Just like, all day, just to myself. No one's even here, and I swear that much. Spend most of your time with your partner. Spend your time with your partner watching Killplix. Do you know how many couch couples there are for the big streamers out there? You see it all the time. Couch couple here. Oh, we're big fans. We watch all of your streams. It's like, watch mine. Watch mine. See, I'm funny. I still say frick, don't I? Audience, I mean, my audiences were kids back then. That was like 10 plus years ago, though, so I guess I can fuck up. I mean, fuck it up. I mean, say bad words. I wish I could fuck. I wish I could fuck. See, I'm funny. You remember that rage comp I made for you? Maybe. That is actually one of the folders I was able to salvage. Actually, well, all of them. I wasn't able to salvage it. I had a folder VV edits that just wouldn't work for. But then when the hard drive was like, yeah, I'm fine, I was able to like move it all over. Speaking of, God, I need to start uploading frickin' videos. And not even from a monetary standpoint, because I don't make shit doing it. I just need to do it. I have so much footage to upload. Like, people enjoy it still. It's not a lot of people, but there's an amount that enjoys my videos, and there's some funny shit I want to share. You know, guys, you remember my blog, right? Of course, like, plenty of you do. I used to make a lot of money off that blog. It was so freaking easy to make money back then on the internet. Like $300 a month off of my damn blog, dude. It was insane. And then I've told the story 1,000 times. Google AdSense suddenly cut it. They're like, oh, we've banned your blog. You can't make money off of it anymore. And I'm like, why? And it's like, we can't say. We can't tell you, or because it will risk the algorithm, or someone can exploit it. So we can't tell you why. But you've lost all money making, and that was bad. That's one of the catalysts that made me have to move back home from Florida. I think I know why now. And it is so goddamn stupid. Remember the frickin' little mini games I had on my blog? Like the put fish food in my mouth and fish will eat it, or I had that Pong game or whatever, just like defaulted, slapped into the blog on the side or whatever. They were Java. They were Java. And you know how big of a no-no Java is on computers? Like, Java became like a big no-no because of their exploitative properties. I think that might have been why I got it banned, because I had Java scripts on my blog at all times. So that put frickin' fish food in my mouth literally killed my blog revenue, I think. I really think that's what it was. I don't know what else it could have been. And I'm like, oh, I just suddenly realized that like a few months ago, that's probably what it was that killed my frickin' blog revenue. That was like 10 years ago when it happened, though, so it's like I can't recover from that now. Making too much off it. No, that's not a thing. If I'm making too much off of it, that means they're making too much, and they don't want to stop making a lot of money. Like, they'd be happy for that. What the hell? Said it was something your sister said. What? What are you talking about? What? Something my sister said? What? This chair's falling apart. I checked Twitter, chat. There's no DMs with titties. What's wrong with y'all? I miss those. I used to get those all the... No, I didn't. Don't put food in my mouth. That is what it said, huh? I still don't know what you're talking about. Was on one of your blog Q&A. What was? I was 13. I remember following your blog, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you're saying. Said it was something your sister said. Said what? It was my... Anyway. You guys want to hear... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, you know what my introduction to meeting Dwarvikin was? But I'm not going to tell you. It's probably a little embarrassing, so... She sent pictures of her No, just kidding, she didn't. She asked a dumb question on the Q&A. My blog archived. I mean, you can still go to it, I think. Still there. It's Killplix at Blogspot. Yeah, it's there. It's all there still. Except for, like, PhotoBucket embeds and stuff, because that site's gone now. Isn't it? I don't know. There's a lot of embeds that I use for photos that just don't exist now. They're just like 404 or whatever the hell. Someone offered me a massage. Oh man, I could go for one of those. I wish a woman would offer anything to me right now. Except a fart. Yeah, the blog's there. The last post was when Jinjo died. Funny, because I'm wearing this. This shirt is like the last Jinjo shirt I have. Jinjo shirt as in, it's got tons of holes in it. I threw most of them away, but I found that I was wearing this and I'm like, oh, this was a Jinjo shirt. It's just got like, you probably can't see, but there's like a ton of freaking holes in it because she always would go down my shirt and this was her favorite spot and she'd sit and bite at the shirt and put a bunch of holes in them. I just had Jinjo shirts because she'd always put holes in them. Yeah, I think this is the last one that I have. How long's it been since Jinjo died? I mean, just check the blog. It was 2019. I think like August, October or something like that. I can't believe it's been 4 years. Jeez. Jesus. Damn, my dad's been out here mowing my lawn for like the past hour. He didn't even tell me he was going to. Usually when he... Last few times I've helped him mow, but he didn't tell me this time. He just showed up, but I was already streaming, so... I think you're seeing things, Dwarvican. You're just sitting in your room and a bobcat ran by in your room. Man, that reminds me of the video I saw today. This giant-ass brown bear was like just charging at these people. And this dude literally stands up and he's like, yeah! And he's like charging at it. And he scares it away. And I'm like, oh my god, that thing's like 700 pounds heavier than you. And that's the only way though. Like if you turn and run from those, you're dead. He did the right thing, but oh my god, that would be terrifying. Sucker's just charging him. Yeah, I still have Sobe. He's 13 now, right now. He'll be 14 next year. He's getting up there. Probably only has a good 5 years left in him, honestly. That sucks. It's gonna suck when he dies. That fella's been the only constant in my life. I got him around the worst time of my life, and he was there the whole time. Even though he hates my guts. Sholvey decked out his... What the hell are you talking about? You Sholvey. I just added a rock in his tank the other day, or the other week. He just needed a good rock. Sobe hates you? Sobe friggin' acts like... That sucker's been with me since he was literally like 2 weeks out of his egg. And he acts like he acts like I'm gonna like eat him every time I get near him. He's like, it's like, bro, I've been feeding you your entire life. I've never hurt you once. He just acts like a wild lizard, pretty much. He's like rarely comfortable with me. Last time I got him out, he freaking acted like, I mean, he was like literally fight or flight, so he was like trying to bite me, and it's like, well, good. I'm gonna guess he came straight from like a wild, a non-domesticated parent. I mean, there've been many times where he just hangs out with me. Pretty much, he just likes the warmth of my body and just sits there. And plus, oh, he'll close his eyes when he'll be like, if I can't see you, you're not here. That's what he likes to do. So if I'm like, hey, so, he's like, closes his eyes. He's like, no, you're not here. If I can't see you, you're not here. It's like, oh, that's nice. My lizard loves me too. Oh, my pet lizard. No, he don't like me. Lizards can't be domesticated. No, they can. I've seen many examples of a domesticated animal. Or lizard. Hell, I've seen domesticated gators. It's not very common, but it does happen. What the hell is the difference between domesticated and tamed? Pretty much the same thing, is it not? Go to YouTube and search when your lizard trusts you or something like that. It's like completely like it's like a dog. This lizard acts literally like a dog. Frickin' Jana's lizard was insane. That dude was frickin' amazing. I mean, he's the reason I got Sobe. He was the same species. When I visited Jana, that lizard was amazing. I loved the hell out of him, man. He was like a dog. He was insane. He liked hanging out with you and walking around with you. He just like, yeah, man, what's up? Food? Woo, can I have food? Like, he was just crazy cool. I loved him. Chillest lizard. Also, she had an iguana growing up too that was like literally like a dog. Like, they get him. She slept with it. She slept with it like every night. This iguana. It's insane. Well, I hope you looked into the keto diet, Soda, instead of just listening to what I said. You gotta research it. You're not gonna be keto the day you start. It takes like a week, or maybe even more, for the first time to hit ketosis. And you might get keto flu, which apparently sucks. I never got it. It's not an actual sickness, you just feel shitty for a while. That just sounds like you're cutting carbs. That doesn't sound keto. Unless you're completely cutting carbs out. Being carb conscious will work though, don't worry. Don't you doubt. Be carb conscious and you will lose weight. If you eat less carbs than you had been, 100% you'll lose weight. But keto is literally, like I said, 30 to 50 carbs a day. It's usually like 50 or less carbs a day. And you have to hit ketosis, where your body generates ketones. And then it starts burning fat instead of carbs. Because that's the thing, your body will burn carbs first. So if you're eating carbs, you're burning that. You're not going to burn your fat. Once there's no carbs to burn, it has to resort to burning fat. And then the frickin' fat just falls right off of you, because that's what your body uses for energy after that, is just the fat instead of the carbs. I don't know if it'll affect you on day one, Soda. Like I said, you gotta hit ketosis, which takes days or weeks. I don't know how, it might take like 5 days for a first time to hit ketosis, but you'd have to go 5 days and eat pretty much no carbs, except like 30 or less. I gained 20 pounds the past year as well. That's why I'm back on keto. I'm down 10 pounds though after the 20 gain. What am I, 170 now? I was like 183. Now I'm 170. I'd like to be like 150, 155, and between 155 and 160 is where my goal is. That's usually that's been my weight most of my life, is just like 155 to 160. So I'd like to return to that. Then again, I've been working out a lot more, so I can't. Honestly, it's mostly me looking at myself in the mirror and being like, am I good with this? And I'm not yet. Almost. Because muscle gain is definitely going to add to the weight. So weight, I can't take weight too much into consideration. It's just how I feel, about how I look in the mirror. I hope I'm gaining at least weight, or not muscle, or I hope I'm gaining muscle at least, because I've been like trying and like increasing protein intake and doing specific workouts to hopefully build specific things better. And I finally put a freaking, I hate this phrase, wife beaters. What do you call, can I just call it a tank top? No, that's for girls. No, I wore a tank top the other day for the first time since I got fat. But it's like, since I'm down 10 pounds, it's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm looking pretty cut now. Not exactly how I want, like a little bit more and I'll be freaking happy. I don't know where the wife beater thing came from. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, I get why it's called that, because it's like, hickey, or hicks, rednecks, blah, blah, but like, why is that like the default name that everybody uses? Man, ACs stink. God, they stink when they kick off. Just stinks. Well, I was gonna play something tonight, but I don't know if I will now. New microwaves stink. What? That's weird. I wouldn't think that should stink. So you were eating like new cleaning chemicals for a while before it went away. Huh? Oh, top sellers. It's only $4. Hunter Call of the Wild. Seems like a good game to take screenshots in. No, it's one of those type of games. Wait, can you share what? If there's a translation, can't you just share the translation? Why do you need to share a link? My Neighbor's Lonely Wife 2. Wonder what that's about. Wonder what that could be about. Oh, link to the ingredients? I guess. I don't know. I bet when you post it, Moobot immediately blocks it. No? Okay. 50 calories? You are so confusing carbs and calories, Soda. Not calories, carbs. Keto is cutting carbs. You can eat as many calories as you want on keto. You can stuff your damn face. Have 3,000 calories in a day, as long as there's no carbs. Oh, you meant carbs. Just look at what has carbs, man. Like these Hershey Kisses. They're 3 carbs each. Scoop of peanut butter. It's like 8 carbs. A tablespoon at least. Freaking chicken, meat, anything, 0 carbs. Egg, like 1 carb. I mean, you will gain eating calories if you eat a lot, yes. But, I mean, you can pretty much eat whatever the hell you want. I guess for me it's easier because I work out every day, so I probably burn a certain amount of calories. I don't eat a ton either, though. It's not like I stuff my face. In fact, I just have a breakfast. Like a stick of beef jerky for lunch. And then a dinner. So you'll do keto if it's every day and your body hits ketosis. That's when you're on keto. Pretty sure I explained it pretty clearly, didn't I? Man, that's one of the... Oh, God. Cutting rice out is like... That's one of the biggest freaking losses when you're doing keto. Freaking rice. Rice is one of my favorite damn things. There's keto rice, but it's just like gross. I've tried a few versions. It uses like cauliflower or something. It's not good. I don't know, maybe there's better recipes now. I've tried noodles as well. You know what? Keto noodles aren't bad. You just use ramen powder, and then you just replace the ramen noodles with the keto noodles, and it's okay. The consistency of the noodles is kind of weird, but it's okay. Brown rice? That has carbs as well, doesn't it? I remember I tried doing brown rice and it like didn't cook well. I think I just did it wrong or something. That was years and years ago. 45 grams. Yeah, brown rice is still bad. Unless you were talking about something else. Brown rice is fucking terrible with carbs. 45 grams per serving. Jesus. 1 cup is 45 grams. No. I'm pretty sure white rice is less carbs than that. White rice carbs. Oh, it's the same. It's 45. Well, they're the same. Fiber? I take daily fiber. I don't need it from rice. My poops are clean. One cup is filling. I mean, yeah, but it's still 45 carbs, and that's way too much for a keto diet. It's not terrible, I guess, if it's the only carbs you have that day, but I mean, everything adds up, right? Like, every little thing has carbs. Like my sausage has, like, 2 carbs. The egg, I think, has, like, a 2 or 3. Like, it adds up. Even though I'm doing low carb, I have bread every day, or low carb bread, which is 4 carbs per slice, so that's 8. And then I put meat on it, which meat's usually negligible, so it's not that much of a deal. But it does add up, so I just keep it as clean as I can. I'm sure I have like 20 to 30, maybe even more carbs a day, which is fine for ketosis. And then I had to switch out chips for pork rinds. But these are pretty good. These Ghost Pepper Jack pork rinds, these have been amazing with my sandwiches. Then you can just get like the salt and pepper ones for salsa. There's not many carbs in salsa. Pretty much anything that uses bread, breadish stuff is just a no-go for carbs, unless it's specifically a keto version. There's a lot of keto versions of stuff. There's freaking keto ice cream, which is crazy. It's too expensive though. That's another thing. Like all this keto shit is just like so overpriced. Like there's keto cereal, and it's like $9 for a box, and it's like 3 bowls worth of cereal for $9. It's like freaking Jesus. And it's not even that good. Like it's fine, but like it ain't $9 fine. And then you gotta freaking replace the milk, because milk's too much carbs, so you gotta use like freaking coconut milk, which is not great. It's fine, but it's just like the most average shit for way too much money. Try Filipino style what? A lot of keto stuff ain't keto. Pretty sure. I mean, you just look on the back and make sure it's got the shit on it. Actually, most of the stuff I use, I like literally Google and see if it, because I've been wary of that too. Especially the bread. The bread, I did not believe this bread that I eat was keto. It's like, there's no freaking way. But I like the freaking reviews are phenomenal on Amazon. And I mean, like, I lose weight still, so apparently it's working. I was like, there's no way. Because it tastes like bread, man. But it's keto bread, and it's like, good. It's like, what the hell? It's like, my brain thinks it's bread, so I'm good. I literally have a sandwich nearly every day with this bread. Freaking ham and pepperoni and salami. What brand? It's Franz. F-R-A-N-Z keto bread. I think. Franz keto bread. Yeah. That's what I get. Zero net carbs? Oh my god, it doesn't have any carbs. Holy shit. I thought they had 4 carbs each, but I guess that the fiber negates it. Yeah, if it has a lot of fiber, you can negate the amount of fiber to get your net carbs out of it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, but that's what the internet says. So if it has like 4 carbs and like 4 grams of fiber, then it's 0 net carbs. The 12 grams of carbs is offset by the 12 grams of fiber. It works for a keto diet that severely limits net carbs and all sugars. The bread is good and the buns made... Oh yeah, they do buns as well, so you can do hamburgers with it. I've done that a few times. The keto buns. Keto buns. Keto buns. Keto buns. Carb blockers work, actually. I was wary of carb blockers. Carb blockers can block up to 60% of carbs. It's not like it completely, like, obviously it's not going to completely block carbs completely. It can block up to 60% of the carbs that you have. And I always have carb blockers on hand. I haven't been using these at all lately, though, because I haven't been needing them. Actually, I did the other day when I had pizza, but... I don't, like I said, I'm not expecting it to just block all carbs. That's, like, snake oil bullshit, but it helps at least a little in blocking some of it. It says up to 60 too, which shocked me when I googled that, but it's up to, so it's like probably not always the case. It's just white kidney beans, period, is what it is. Google it if you don't believe me. I've Googled it, because I didn't believe it either. White kidney beans carb blocker can block up to 60% of carbs. Unless new research has been changed. But I literally Googled that somewhere recently. White kidney bean carb blocker. Does it really work? Research concluded that white kidney bean extract reduces the rate of absorptions of carbohydrates, thereby reducing the GI, glycemic index of food. Research was done. Results showed that those who took carb blockers lost a significant amount of body weight and fat mass while maintaining lean body mass. It works. It definitely does work. It's not a cure-all. It's not gonna freaking make you thin, but it definitely will help cut some carbs here and there. Nothing's a cure-all, honestly. That's the thing people don't realize. They see that kind of shit and they're like, oh, if I take that, I'll get thin. It's like, no. You gotta take other things into consideration, bro. You gotta literally, like, you gotta diet, you gotta exercise. Like, it's just not that, right? Beans are carbs, though. Bro, Google it. I'm not no scientist. But white kidney beans is what blocks carbs. White kidney beans, 6,000 milligrams, can block up to 60% of carbs. But yeah, beans are really bad with carbs. I can't have any beans, so I don't know. It's a specific type of bean that blocks carbs. Don't ask me how it works. I ain't no scientist. That's another thing I miss eating is beans. Freaking love beans. One of the biggest hit for me when I started doing keto, I used to eat a banana with peanut butter every day, daily. That was like my lunch. Banana, scooping peanut butter on it. Perfect. That was my everything. I'd either have it for a snack after dinner or lunch every day. That was one of the biggest losses in my life, was just cutting bananas, paninis. What do you mean, beans? I've noticed a lot of people don't like beans, but there's so many variants. It's like saying you don't like Skittles, but there's so many variants. Freaking chili with me. Oh my god, I miss chili. Oh, can I get a bowl of that chili? Damn, I miss chili. Don't get me started on cereal, dude. I mean, I know for a 1000% fact that was the main factor in my weight. Not being able to lose weight, the biggest factor was I ate cereal every morning. I ate cereal every morning for like 25 years of my life. And cereal is pretty much the absolute worst shit for you. There's like no nutritional value in cereal. It is straight just candy. It's just sugar. That's all. Cereal is just absolute the worst shit you can eat daily. And that's what I ate daily for like most of my life. And that's like was one of the major factors in my massive weight loss is when I just stopped eating cereal. Now I'm eating turkey sausage, which isn't that great, but whatever. Food's just when you hit ketosis, you're not hungry. And because I was so sick of being hungry all the time. Sometimes I do get hungry still. Like I'm like, I'm hungry, but it's not like ketosis. Like it stunts hunger, which is awesome. So like, I just eat when my stomach's hungry most of the time. And then in the evening, like I'll have a peanut butter and few Hershey Kisses with it. It satiates whatever little sweet tongue I may have. Cheerios is decent, bro. I loved all the cereals. There wasn't many cereals that I did not like. I loved everything. Don't get me started, dude. You know how bad I get when we get started on cereal. Whew, do I miss that shit? I miss that poison. Oh my god. Whew. Freaking. Don't get me started. I'm not hungry. It's because I don't think about it. Don't make me think about it. Did I say sweet tongue? Same thing. I have a sweet tongue. You guys are naming all these cereals as the best. I love all of them. Freaking Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Literally, like I said, there's rarely a cereal that I just didn't like. Like, all of it was good. I had favorites, of course. Frosted Flakes being... My favorites were Cinnamon Life. Cinnamon Life was my ultimate favorite. I literally owned a box of Cinnamon Life most of my life. I'd have to have a box of it. Because that was my main everything. Cinnamon Life was the best. Bar none. No competition. Freaking Frosted Flakes was up there. Honeycomb was up there. Cocoa Pebbles was definitely top 3. Cocoa Pebbles was goddamn amazing. Fruity Pebbles was goddamn amazing. There was this one like special edition. I don't even know what it was. It was like Princess cereal. I don't remember what. It was like just random ass seasonal something Princess cereal. That was probably one of my favorite cereals ever. And I don't even know what the flavor was, but it came and gone, and I missed the Princess cereal. But we all know that the seasonal Boo Berry Frankenberries were the actual goats. Those were the best. Those were true. I used to, every October, I'd buy like 20. I'd hoard like 20 boxes of those monster cereals, bro. So that they'd last for a few months. You think I had the same convo? I'm sure I've had this conversation many times on stream. Because, boy, do I miss cereal. Any of those friggin' commercials that say that breakfast is nutritious is bullshit. None of it is, bro. They can say it because there's like a 1% of fiber. So it's good for you. Like, they can say whatever the fuck they want. That is another reason why I gained a lot of weight. I started getting obsessed with cereal again last year. Like, I just stopped keto, and I was just, like, eating cookies and just cereal. I'd eat nearly an entire box of, like, Frosted Flakes in a day. It's like, well, no wonder. Duh, of course I'm gonna get fat. I don't know what you mean cereal and milk first. You know what I did? I did cereal and milk. And then there was milk left, and then I'd do cereal on milk for a second bowl. That's what I did. I'd do both. I always would make sure not to consume too much milk. And then once the cereal's gone, there's plenty of milk left, and then I can just dump another serving on top. My current addiction is... Is that a word? The fuck is that word? My current addiction is... I'm Googling it. Is it acai or acai? A fruit? Fruit, man. Berries are... I love berries. Whew. Strawberries. The hell did I just see out of the corner of my eye? That better have been nothing. Boy, oh boy, that better be me seeing things. I've never had a acai. Global demand for this fruit has expanded rapidly. It looks damn good. God, strawberries are so good. There's another thing you can't have is fruit. When you're on, that fruit is just straight sugar, man. So if you're doing keto, you can't have fruit. Okay, now you're definitely making words up. Nope, not looking it up. My Chrome's been crashing a lot lately. Is anybody else's? I think I need to reinstall it. Sometimes it happens and it's just broke and I have to completely reinstall Chrome. Like sometimes it'll just be like, froze. Boot it back up, froze. I think I might have to reinstall it here soon. It's just being stupid. Gave up on Chrome. Yeah, I might here soon. I really might give up on Chrome. Just move. I've switched between browsers many times in my life. One time it was Firefox for a long time, then it was Opera for a long time. I think I used Safari even for a little bit. I used Edge. Edge was fine for a time, but then it started to freeze on me. And I think I reinstalled it and it kept doing it. So I'm like, alright, I'm moving back to Chrome then. I don't think Opera GX was a thing when I used it. This was like 10 plus years ago. So what the hell's Opera GX? Just like a dev version? Gaming browser? The fuck? What do you mean built for gamers? What does that even mean? You don't have a browser open when you're gaming. What do you mean built for gamers? CPU and RAM limiters. That is pretty good though. Chrome is the absolute worst culprit when it comes to frickin' RAM usage, memory usage. That sucker just tanks. In fact, that's what the crashing issues has been. I've been getting my computer, you've ran out of memory. And it's like, what? I have 15 gigs of RAM in this computer. What the hell are you talking about? That is pretty cool, though. Yeah, if I do, I mean, from what I understand, Chrome's gonna be unusable. I think it's this year. From what I heard, this track's really good. From what I heard, Chrome's literally gonna remove the ability to ad block. You're not gonna be able to use ad blockers on Chrome anymore. From what I've heard, it's gonna be ad blockers are going to be blocked on Chrome. And that is when I am done with Chrome, if that is true. I said 15, not 50. I've never had 50. 32 on my gaming rig, 15 on my streaming rig. It used to be 32 on my streaming rig until it started blue screening endlessly. And I finally found out it was the RAM. Native ad blocker. I don't know if I'd trust that. Adblock Origin is like so good. Usually native stuff in apps is never as good as like an extension, but I don't know, maybe it is. What's a dream? My dream's titties. What's your dream? That was crazy. That blue screening issue drove me insane, dude. I took that PC apart. I pulled out the frickin' AIO, see if it was getting overheated. Oh, see if the frickin' driver of the AIO was crashing the blue screen. That was a nightmare. Doing like RAM tests, and it kept saying RAM okay, RAM okay, but finally it said RAM not okay, and I removed it, and the blue screening finally stopped. And it was insane because that RAM, I was swapping RAM slots one at a time, and those two were fine individually. But then when I put them both in with the other sticks, that's when it blue screened. When it hadn't for years. Years and years it ran fine until it's like, nah, I don't like that RAM. I'm done. That's when I just had to just remove it. I should throw that RAM away. I've been saving it because it was fine individually, but it's so weird. Yeah, uBlock blocks a lot of shit you don't want. That's the good thing about uBlock. Like, it literally just blocks literally everything. Sometimes you have to shut it off if you want to, like, do specific things, and I like that. Like, I'll go to a website to download something, and I can't because the pop-up didn't show up to download, and I'll just quickly disable it really quick, and then download it and re-enable it. And it's like, I'm fine with that. That just shows me you're really blocking all that shit. I've had many computer issues throughout my days. I've had many issues with everything throughout my days. Chat, you know, I never did tell this story because it happened yesterday. Literally yesterday. Now, I've talked about my bad luck with shit many times in the past, like going to the restaurant and they always get my order wrong. There'll be a table of 6 people. Everybody's order's fine. Mine's wrong. That's just a consistent thing. It's a joke in the family. Everyone acknowledges it. Bad luck, Austin. Haha. Another minor annoyance in life that everybody in my family notices if they're with me is at supermarkets, grocery stores, whatever. If I get in line at a checkout, 80 to 90% of the time, not a joke. Like, no one's gonna believe me that this is true, but it is. It's literally true. 80 to 90% of the time, in line at a checkout, everything's fine, and then the person that's in front of me will be like, something. I forgot my blank, or this coupon's not working, or get a manager. Nearly every fucking time I go to the grocery store, this happens. My brother, he acknowledges it, and everybody knows that it's true. That happens to me. So, the local grocery store, I never use checkouts when I have the option, right? I do the self-checkouts. And this grocery store that's been here for like 3 or 4 years, I don't think I've ever used the line once. Ever. I really don't think that I have once at the store. I always just do the self-checkout. But my mom wanted me to get all this shit for dinner. So I bought all this shit, and a lot of it was like lettuce and tomatoes and onions, and I didn't want to have to go through the stupid scanner thing on the self-checkout. Search for item, onion. Search for item, lettuce. Search for item, tomato. So I just go to the line, right? Guess what fucking happened? I get all like, it's all through. The lady's shit is all bagged. So all my groceries are on the conveyor belt, all of it. And I'm just waiting for her to pay. She gets her wallet out. I forgot my card. And she's just sitting there trying to bargain. Do you have a card on file? Maybe? Let me call my husband. And I am like, I'm not very good at hiding my emotions. You probably know this. That goes for every situation in life. I mean, one time at Walmart, I literally yelled because they were taking so long from oh, my coupon, blah blah blah. I literally went, hey, what's going on? Hello? Excuse me, what's going on? Like, I did that one time. But anyway, not this time. I was like, I like turned my back to them and I was just like looking away and just looking at the ceiling like just freaking stewing and boiling, and I just like getting just like building, and freaking steam was probably coming out of my ears. But finally, the dude's like, well, you can just leave this all here, go home and get your shit and come. Well, he didn't say that, but she's like, yeah, I'll just go home and get my card. And finally she leaves, and I start scanning my stuff, and the dude's like, bro, I'm so sorry. Oh no, oh wait, I forgot. Then she leaves, and then the cashier's like, how do I cancel out all this stuff? And he had to go get help. Someone had to come help him to change the shit on his computer to cancel that whole flippin' order. All those stuff. He had to figure out, like, I don't know, hello? Some employee had to come show him how to do it, change it. And so now he starts scanning mine, and he's like, and I never blamed it's obviously it's not his fault whatsoever. So I wasn't mad at him. So he's like, I'm so sorry about that. I'm like, bro, it happens. It's not your. He apologized like 3 times. I'd be like, dude, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But yeah, that shit's just an everyday thing for me if I go. That's why I try not to go out. Oh, shit. Wait, what? Why did you turn off then? I didn't turn you off. Excuse me? Okay, never mind. I overreacted. Big surprise. Don't worry about it. I just misinterpreted something I saw and heard. I thought my AC was flooding, and it wasn't. But yeah, and no one would believe that kind of crap. No one would believe that, just the endless sequence of... And it's not like it's like terrible, awful bad luck. I'm not getting my shit stolen or broken or breaking bones or crashing cars. It's just the little minor things that just always seem to happen. And another little minor thing, again, no one will believe me. No one. Streetlights, chat. I've said this many times. Streetlights always shut off when I get near them. Not 100% of the time, but very often, streetlights just shut off as I near them on the road. And it doesn't have to be in a car. I could be riding my bike or walking. I near a streetlight, shuts off. I've been with people, and they're like, what the heck? Yeah, that happens when you're with me. I truly don't understand it myself, but yep, that's me. See, that's what I used to think it was the car. I was like, oh, it's the car. My headlights are triggering the street light. It's thinking it's daytime. It's shutting off. No! Does it on foot. Does it when I'm on a bike. It's just like, frick, shut off. We can't have light for him. But yeah, I just have weird bad luck like that. At least it's not major shit, though. Maybe it is. I just don't get out enough to see, I guess. Oh, by the way, I fixed the micro stuttering in Doom. Remember how I saw that there was like a preload shader cache and Shaved was like, don't turn that on, it makes it worse. Guess what? Shaved. It fixed it. I tried it today. Literally every time I started, I could trigger the stutter. Every time. Then I turn that on. Fixed. No stuttering whatsoever. Like at all. I didn't experience any of it. So yeah, caching those shaders fixed the stuttering for me. I even I downloaded a brand new version of GZ Doom. I was like, I gotta fix this. And then I just turned that on. Man, I tried. I was playing. I started what's the game? Trepang 2 yesterday. And I was just gonna do the challenges or whatever. I can't beat. They don't. It doesn't seem like they freaking end. Those damn challenges where you fight a wave of an enemy, then they go away, then a wave of an enemy. It didn't end, man. And it's like I can't do this. Because half of the frickin' crap is locked. I can't buy shotguns or anything in the store because I have to beat certain levels. So apparently I'm gonna have to just play through the levels in order to be able to buy the heavy guns and the grenades and stuff, which sucks. Because I want to just do it now. It does unlock through campaign. It specifically says it unlocks when you finish blank level. There's a cheat. The cheat option is literally unlocks. You unlock the cheats. And by the way, there's a lot. Like I didn't look at all of them, but there's like big head mode and stuff. So it's like, oh man, we're like harkening back to the old days of just like silly cheats. Thanks, Monkey Liker. Unfortunately, that ain't how it goes for people out of us. For every PewDiePie, there's a Killplix who's jobless and in need of money. Man, how would it be? I mean, a lot of people do. Just think about how it'd be to not have to worry about money. God. They say money can't buy happiness. Fucking I'll show you. Give me money and I will show you happiness. I can be plenty happier with money. Like, shut the hell up, bro. Everybody would be happier if they didn't have to worry about money. Everybody. It's not gonna make them, it's not gonna solve their freaking mental issues, but they will be in a lot better freaking mental state if they didn't have to worry about money. Every single person. Except for the crazies that are just crazy. I know, right? If I didn't have to worry about bills, guess what? I'm happier. I'm not the happiest person on the planet, but I can tell you, I'm pretty damn happy. I can literally buy titties to be mailed to me. I'm happy. Wait a minute. Do they still do mail brides or whatever? Or is that illegal? I'm just kidding. Mail order brides. That's not was that ever a thing? I mean, obviously it was never legal. Obviously that was never a legal thing, but was that actually a thing that existed? Mail order brides? Like, that's insane. I'll bet you money that DSP is doing. I mean, I guarantee you, he's way better off than I am monetization-wise. He has way more viewers than I do. He's just infamous for being him. Marry for green card? No, I always thought mail order brides was literally slavery. Like, blank country, blank whatever, kidnaps woman, sells her to people that marry them. Trust me when I know there's a lot of people that want to, like, try to, like, they literally will almost borderline catfish somebody so that they can get citizenship, right? That's a thing. That's a very common thing. That's not even a theory. It's not even a game theory. It's like, yes, people all the time are trying to seduce other opposite sex, same, whatever, to get citizenship. I don't think it's equal to slavery. I'll look it up. Mail order bride history. Oh my God, they in the 1880s and the 1910s. That was a thing. That was a thing. You know, Filipino women will be loyal, you said. Can I just say, I'd say 50% of women on dating apps are from the Philippines. I don't think there's a single Filipino woman that puts their location in the Philippines. I think literally every single one of them that use a dating app, they put their location in the US or another country. They literally are like, I match with, and they always swipe right on you. I will match with every Filipino woman. And I'm not, like, sometimes I'll be, like, subconsciously just looking through it, swipe, oh, she's cute, and it's like, there's every freaking time it matches, it's like, oh, wait, check, Filipino, oh, God. So much that happens. So goddamn much. It's like, no! I'm not flying you out here. No! Can I see your boobs, though? No, I literally never even bothered. It says the trend was primarily towards women living in developing countries seeking men in more developed nations. So there was no slavery market going on with that. Don't get me wrong, chat. You know there is definitely slavery shit in these undeveloped countries, and it's fucking awful. But I guess it's not linked to the mail order bride shit. There's some, God, those freaking, like, Brazilian, like, horror stories of just, like, women going there, traveling, and then just vanishing. Oh, come on, How do moths get in the house? I don't open the door. How do moths get in the house? How? How? They legit start families, not slaves. So are you saying there's no slave market in other countries? Are you trying to argue that there's no kidnapping and slave marketing going on in the world? I really hope you're not trying to argue that. There's fucking child slavery in the goddamn US, bro. I hope you know that's a thing. Granted, that shit gets shut down quick when it's found out, but that shit can sometimes not get found out for a while. It's fucking horrifying. Organ harvesters, oh yeah, all that shit's real, dude. It's hard to believe when you live in a developed country that shit exists in current day. It's like, we're such an evolved species and modernized. It's like there's no way that's barbaric, ancient shit that doesn't exist. Nah, bro. That shit's still going on in the world, and it's fucking horrific. Just don't, just, ugh. Just don't think about it, honestly, though. It's freaking horrific. Like, if you just sat and thought about all the shit, bad crap going on in the world, you would just be a sad person. You're just saying lights? That doesn't, they can teleport then? That doesn't make sense. How do they get inside the building? That's what I'm saying. How do moths get in here? I'm not opening and closing my door. Moths can just frickin' Nightcrawler Bamf, I guess. I don't know, man. They just find ways. Creeks and crevices. But they come... It's weird because it's always moths. And they're quite... Moths aren't small. They're pretty big. But... Like, there's no... Where are the flies, then? Where are the little flies or the large flies? It's always moths. It's always effing moths. I guess I'm glad I'm not infested with other insects. That's nice, but how do the moths get in here? Under the gap in your door. What about the other insects, then? Where are they? Where's the flies? Where's the bees? Where's the bee? Where's any of them? Why is it just moths? I don't get it. There was actually a fly in Sobe's tank yesterday, and he's like all freaking annoyed as hell. Like, what? Get out of there! And I had to like go in there and freaking get the fly to get out of there. I remember when flies used to bug Jinjo. I recall like a few occasions when that happened. Jinjo was such a baby, dude. Everything scared her. Everything scared her, dude. God proof them in your home. Freaking, that's what speaking of, after the grocery store incident, I got to my parents with all the groceries, carrying them in, and I'm like, you know, I'm beginning to think there might be a God after all, because he's written me a pretty funny goddamn script. And then I told them the story of my woes in the line. My grocery line woes. Whoa! Man, I just watched this video today about, like, just this history of Mormons. Latter-day Saints. And it's, like, crazy shit. It's like my parents are just hardcore Mormons. Like, they literally just got married in the into the Mormon temple and all, like, sealed and all that crap. They've been Mormons my whole life, right? I think one of the kids is still an LDS, and that's it. None of the other ones are. But it's like, just watching that video, it's like, man, how could you believe any of this bullshit? My God, people really want to just believe shit, don't they? Doom Guy the Mormon? Excuse me? Like, I don't know the details of other religions, but, like, especially Mormons, dude. It's so, like, bullshit. It's like in the 1800s, some dude wrote a book and claimed that he was given these freaking golden plates to transcript, and he had to use a little magic stone to look through it to translate the books. And this was like the 1880s, bro. And he writes this whole book, and he's like, oh, here it is. God wrote this. Or I translated this from the golden plates. This is like the sequel to the Bible. And then just a billion followers joined in, believing it. And the dude was fucking 14. It's like, oh yeah, God chose this 14-year-old to lead everybody into a new age of religion. This little child, he's going to do it. It's like, what the fuck? And then for like, in the Book of Mormon, it's like, yeah, black people are evil. Pretty much just says that in the Book of Mormon, dude. It's like this specific tribe did evil shit, and they're cursed, and they're all black. That's how black people came to exist, because they're cursed people. It's like, all right, okay. Like, up until, like, 1970-something, like, black people couldn't even, like, do shit in the LDS church. They were just, like, banned from shit, because they were just black. Oh, my. And, I mean, Mormons, never mind, let's not, but even though I am, let's not. It was a pretty damn interesting video. It was like an hour long. And I knew a lot of this shit, but God, it's still insane. Yeah, the Lamanites, they were the ones that were cursed. And then they all black people after that. Let me reiterate. Let me just make sure Mormons aren't terrible people. In my experience, most Mormons are fine people. So I just want to get that across. Most of them are fine people. There's some shitty people out there, of course, but most people in Utah are Mormons, and they're mostly decent people. It's just bizarre that they'll believe this hokey pokey shit. It's just so bizarre to me. I don't know what happened to me during my growth and my maturing. I don't know what happened to me to where that shit just became so that I just can't believe that. Like, it's weird that I, like, growing up in a Mormon family just completely saw through. I don't even say saw through it because it's my belief, whatever, but I was just like, what the hell? How can you just believe shit like that without proof? I guess that's what it is with me. I need proof of shit. It honestly makes me think that, like, there's no way they believe this, right? I think they just want to believe it, right? That's gotta be it. They just want to believe it. That's what it is, right? They don't really believe it. Like, most of them, at least. Most of them just want to believe it. That's gotta be it. They're like, oh, I really hope this is all true, and blah. I hope there's heaven for me if I'm good, and blah, blah. It's like... And then the Mormons teach, like... There's 3 stages, there's 3 levels of heaven, and the top one is where you become a god and create your own universe, and... If you get a gold star on that refrigerator, you're becoming a god yourself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you said. Sense of community and safety among others. Again, Mormons are nice freaking people, dude. For the most part. And in my experience, I see a lot on the internet. I see a lot of Mormon and LDS hate. I see a lot of, like, endless hate for LDS people. Or the religion. Like, people call it just a straight up cult. It's like Scientology light, I see. And I never got that sense. being a Mormon, growing up and going to church and shit, I never really got that sense of it, but it is weird they believe that weird crap. Baptism for the dead. I did that. I did baptism for the dead. Not by choice, obviously. When you're a kid, you're just forced to do all that shit. You gotta join the Boy Scouts. You gotta blah blah. I love how the Latter-day Saints was with the Boy Scouts for like 150 years. And once the Boy Scouts started to accept gay and trans people into the Scouts, the Mormons are like, oh no, we're not. No, we're not with the Boy Scouts now. Like, okay. But yeah, I was a Boy Scout and I had to get my flippin' badges and do all the stupid. You had to learn specific speeches and go to scout camp. And I had to go do baptism for the dead, and they freaking dunk you in water and over again. I now baptize thee, blah blah blah, and blah, pretty much trying to waterboard me, drown me. It's like, who says these dead people want this? Who says this? Religions are just freaking weird. Why can't we just be like, why can't you just do like, hey, here's a religion. It's not even a religion. Here's a club, and we're all good people. And let's be good people. Let's just have good morals, treat people decently, and accept all that are willing and able and are good people. Let's just do that. We'll call it Club Good People. I won't lie, there was some fun things that was done with the Boy Scouts. I remember the camp was pretty fun. God, I was born late, so I was amongst... When I was younger, this town was fairly small. Like maybe 1,000, 1,500 people in this town. So I was born a little later than most. And so every time in church or Boy Scouts, I would move to the next level first. And I'd be the only one. For a long time, there was a period of time where it was me in Sunday school, me and a teacher in one fucking room. And that was it. Because I was the only one old enough at that point that hit that point. So it's like me and a damn teacher. And then that happened with the Boy Scouts. Me and some, like, 90-year-old dude in his home doing Boy Scout shit. And I had to go. No, you have to go. Go sit in a freaking living room with some old dude. To be fair, I really did like him. He's actually the father of my landlord. In fact, my landlord's now living in the house that he used to live in. But yeah, I built a birdhouse with him and had to wait for all my friends to get of age in order to level up to that class or whatever. It was so bizarre, dude. You don't have to be religious to be good. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Just have a club of good people. Man, I freaking bash religion nearly every stream lately, don't I? Maybe that's why I don't have any viewers. I believe what I believe, though, dude. I think religion is one of the worst, most evil thing in humanity. Religion literally has caused the most death in the history of humanity. Religion has been the #1 killer of human beings. It's like, it is the true evil, in my opinion. At least people can't be going around doing crusades anymore, I think, right? Even then, though, it's like most wars that have been started, even recently, freaking for their god. I'll behead this dude because he's gay. Okay. Anyway, good stream, chat. I mean, Jonestown's just one example of many. China soon? I mean, everybody, I hope, can get on board that the Chinese government is fucking evil. I hope we can all be on board for that one. I don't target the Chinese people. I think they're probably all decent human. Most of them are all fine people. It's their government that's shit. I've always wanted to visit China, but their government's terrifying, dude. Yeah, share your clip. You're worried because you have Chinese blood. What are you worried about? The government's gonna activate a freaking sleeper agent in your bloodstream or something? Like, why is there something to worry about? If you're not living in China, you got nothing to worry about. It's the poor people in China that have to worry about all that shit. If I don't laugh, you're banned.
Battle Pass.
Maybe it's up the slather over here.
Maybe if I shoot myself.
A bit.
It did take a bit.
That's a few
Not
bullets to
really,
the head.
It kinda did? I don't know. That was kind of funny though. Just like, let me point my gun in my face. Oh! Motherfucker!
Why is a headshot not a kill?
Scared the crap out of me.
It'd be funny if both of you die at the same time so you can revive each other and you have to restart the mission.
I know what to do.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Grenade doesn't even kill.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright, you're banned. Has anybody played Boneworks 2? Was that game any good? Like, I didn't hear too many good things about that. It kind of came out, and then people were like, kind of like, what? This is weird. Oh, Bone Lab is what it's called. Bone Lab. I wonder if there's porn mods for this yet. Remember when I said that's gonna be like some of the biggest mod scene for this game is like porn mods? It's mostly positive. I just saw a clip though, or heard or something of Bone Lab being like, in order to even enter a level, you have to solve this ridiculous, stupid ass puzzle just to unlock a level. And it's like, oh. That, I don't know. I'm out. There's probably mods that just bypass that now, though. Where are the mods? Does it not have a workshop? No way! Maybe a Nexus? Let's see what the top mods are. It's the usual. A furry character. Kratos. Oh, I guess there would be a lot of characters because you can just... That's like the gimmick of the game, as you transform into specific characters. Big titty girl. Big Among Us. What the f... Spider-Man. Saul Goodman. These are the top mods. These are dumb. Senator Armstrong. Where's Shrek? You'd think that would be one of them frickin'... I can't believe that ain't in the top 30. There isn't a Shrek mod? I mean, I know there is, but where? Venom, Master Chief, Werewolf, Doom Guns. Wow, this doesn't look like it has a very good modding scene. Huh. Just looks like skin swaps. I'm sure Deadpool's on there, yeah. Where's the porn? Wait, I think I found some porn. Whew. What the hell? They're all freaking Five Nights at Freddy characters, like big titty versions of them. What is this? Alright. I mean, that's not porn, it's just big titty models. That's a thing. I think those are Five Nights at Freddy. Oh, wait. Is it? I can't show you. I'm on their own computer. Doesn't seem like it does have a very good modding scene at all. Sad. There's a titty girl. They're just, I mean, it's just, there's no porn. There's no nudity. No nudity, no boobity. Money, that means money. Rolling Stone. And I just saw a mod for the Crucible, and it reminded me of Blade and Sorcery. I'm so sick of this game. Every update of Blade and Sorcery breaks all the fucking mods. There used to be one of the coolest damn Crucible sword mods for this game, and no one updated it. Because all the mods are broke. You go to the frickin' mod page for this game and it's just a shit show. It's like blank mod for version blank, and it's like they're just all the mods are for older versions of it. Because the game literally updates all the time, and I don't know why, but it seems to break every damn frickin' mod. It's finally starting to get like content though, like you can select an area from a map and go to it and like progress through it. And I think they're gonna start adding like stats, like RPG elements. Is there no workshop for this? I guess it's all on the Nexus, huh? VR is expensive for every country, man. VR is just... it's too expensive, and it's not accessible enough, and there's not enough shit worth for most people. I think it's more than worth it for me, but I am definitely not the average consumer when it comes to that. Yeah, I've seen Onward. It's that military shooter, isn't it? There's a lot of VR military shooter. It's mixed reviews. Cool. I should play VR tomorrow. What should I play? Vertimate? Sounds good, chat. Can't wait to have Tifa sitting on my lap again. Good job, chat. That's a good idea. Oh, that reminds me. There was a popular VR horror game that got a VR mod. What was it called? Was it Allison? I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was Allison. There was like a very popular horror game that just recently got a VR version. What was it? Madison. Madison Garden. Oh, it's not out yet. Was the original good? Or was this one that I rage quit? No, I never played it? God, they all look all these freaking horror games look the freaking same, dude. Just like generic trope after generic trope anymore. But I mean, in VR, it might be a little better. Well, very positive. I wouldn't like Madison. Would I like it in VR, though? It's probably just like a walking sim game, isn't it? With like, ooh, scaries, right? Boo. If you like horror games, then you should try this one. You know, I don't know if I like horror games anymore, if I'm gonna be honest with you. They're all the fucking same, bro. They're all the same. That reminds me, I was thinking about playing the Dead Space remake again, doing the plasma gun only run for funsies. Here's the thing, you can die in it, so there's fail states. So that's good. It might be good in VR. Like, these type of games are like boring as shit. Flat version. But in VR, when I'm in it, I might genuinely, like, get into it. Especially if the graphics are that good in VR. I did play Phasmophobia, yes. That was a long time ago. I played Subnautica, yes. Oh, that game got a really good VR mod, I heard, didn't it? Subnautica? Like a 1-to-1 VR mod. Somebody it's like VR controls and everything, so I should give this another go, man. In VR, this would be fan-frickin-tastic in VR. Oh my god, I'm suddenly excited thinking about that. Subnautica VR. Subnautica on Oculus Rift. There's just a native version of it? Oh wait, no, the game does have native VR in it, but it's jank. It doesn't have like actual VR controls, if I recall, but someone modded it so that it does. That's right. Like, the game has an API of VR built in, but it was very limited. But then someone modded it so that it's just like fully functional featured VR. Deepwater's in real life scares me. I don't know. It's too easy for me anymore to just differentiate real life from games. It's like, sure, this crap might be spooky, I guess. The only time I'd actually go, oh, those if something surprised me. Like if I see some giant thing coming, it's like, whatever. But in VR, the thing about VR is it's just a whole new ball game, dude. Because you're in it, dude. You're in it. It's not just some flat thing on a screen. You're in it. You're surrounded by it. You're molded by it. You can hear it. You can reach out and interact. Like, you're in it. Man, we really do need feedback for VR so you can touch things. God, that is something we really need for porn. Anyway, I need to look into Subnautica VR mods. Subnautica. The hell was that? I did play this in VR, by the way. When it dropped the VR mod, but again, it was so limited. I don't think it had VR controls whatsoever. It was like you had to use the mouse and keyboard, but you could be in VR and looking around and stuff. So you could be in it in VR, but like you were stuck to the mouse and keyboard, which was jank. Frame rate is bad in the native. What about the modded? This game kind of did run bad, didn't it? You'd think they'd make some optimization patches at least by now. Game came out when? 2018? I've always been curious to try. You said you were playing Valheim. Have you tried the Valheim VR mod? It had quote-unquote native VR, like one-to-one VR, didn't it? I've been curious about trying that out. Subnautica has co-op? Huh. I wouldn't know. No one wants to play with me. VR enhancements for Subnautica. You last downloaded this file in 2020. What? I don't remember that. Apparently I've already used this mod before. This mod fixes the majority of issues of Subnautica VR as shown here. YouTube video. I'm sure that when I downloaded it in 2020 it didn't have all of the features that it has now. It's just a walkthrough. Well, have you played it? Is what I'm asking. Have you played the Valheim VR mod at all? People will play with it, you just want the right people. The right people. The pure people. Wait, Vivi, you didn't answer. Vivi, have you played the Valheim VR mod? Oh wait, is the chat just broke again and you're actually answering me? It's a mod that gets updated pretty frequently. I don't see you saying you have played it. I'll need to try the new version. How is it then? Why the hell is Vivi literally ignoring me? I'm looking at all chats. He ain't fucking replying. All you gotta say is, yes, I've played the Valheim VR mod, or no, Austin, I haven't played the VR Valheim mod. Two options, bro. It's all you gotta fucking say. Yes, played it. No, haven't. Just play flat VR, or flat Valheim. That's all I play. I played it a good while ago. We got an answer, boys! He answered that so many times. No, I'm looking at the chat history. I always am looking at it. This one might be broken, but he's just like... He never confirmed. Don't know about modded. I'll have to try it. It's a mod that gets updated pretty frequently. They pretty much have to update it whenever the game gets updated. I'll need to try the new version, but the one I tried was good. Oh, there it is. I want to see if that's on this one. I don't know if it's on this one. This chat one might be broken. I hate when that happens, dude. Oh, no, it is on this one. Alright, that's on me. I did not see it. Well... Who'd have thought it was all me all along? I should try it, though. You know what I really freaking hate? When it's like time for bed, right? Your body's like shutting down. For me, that's when I just like want to start doing shit. I hate it. I freaking hate that. Like my body's literally like, and it's like, oh man, I want to do that. And I should play. I want to play that. I want to do that specific workout that works my upper pecs. I should do the squats. Those work the ass part right there. Ooh, that would be a good one. And it's just always at that time is where I just want to do shit. And it's like, but the body's literally like, I can't keep my eyes open though. But I can't. It sucks. That always happens. Like late at night is when I get the most motivated. I hate that. Freaking hate it. I want that motivation when I get up in the morning, damn it. I mean, I do work out every day still, but it's like, I don't have that motivation that I do, because it's like, I'm always like excited to like work a specific, like, oh man, I bet I can get some gains if I do it like this or something. But then when the morning comes, it's like, yeah, freaking lift the weights. Vivi, you didn't answer. All right, chat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you next stream. Thank you again for the resub, Jammy Jims and Uretha. Wait, that was 2 days ago. Jammy Jims, thanks for the resub. I just lost everything. Where is it? Yeah, Jammy Jims. Thanks for the bits, Protoss. You guys have a good night. See you next stream. Stay safe, stay well. Have a good one. Good night.